So there was no new Animal Crossing game announced in today's latest Nintendo Direct, but we did get something unexpected, something I am now calling Ditto Crossing, or maybe Fantasy Ditto? We got a Pokemon game that seems perfectly suited for the cozy and/or casual gamers. It's called Pokemon Pokopia. And I want to take a look at the trailer to see what we can expect. Could this be the next big cozy game, or is this going to be yet another cozy game that is just slapping farming and cute stuff and really is just too simple and overpriced? We're gonna find out. Let's talk about it. But before that, hello everyone. Welcome in. If you're new here or you forgot, my name is Payton. Welcome to the corner. It's nice to meet you. It's nice to see you. So I just live reacted to this full Nintendo Direct. Here's a couple of my notable reactions. Is this like a Animal Crossing meets Pokemon
move, you
game?
can make grass grow. It flourishes, so do the Pokemon. And grow delicious crops.
It's a farming sim! So if you want to see the full thing, the VOD is on my channel, and I'll also throw it in the description down below. There were a few announcements I was particularly excited about in this Nintendo Direct, but for sure, the star of the show is Pokemon Pokopia. So let's go through the trailer and let's kind of break it down. I also want to preface this by saying I'm by no means a Pokemon expert. I've only played few bits and pieces of a couple Pokemon games, but this one really excites me, and I think it'll bring a lot of new players into Pokemon. Okay, let's go through the trailer. Okay, so here we are, Pokemon Pokopia. We know it's coming out 2026, but we do not know when. So let's go through it together. When this first popped up, this was the first of the Pokemon announcements, so I anticipated this being more of Pokemon Legends ZA, which was the next announcement in the showcase. This is a game we already knew was coming. And so we start out by Ditto, who is the transform Pokemon that can transform into other types of Pokemon. And we quickly learn that this is going to be a game where Ditto is the star of the show. Who I just love, by the way. This character, I think, looks so cursed but adorable. There were mixed reactions in my stream chat to this character. It definitely is giving Ditto energy, and it seems as though I don't know how much you'll be able to customize this character, but we did see a character with pigtails and we see a character with short hair later on, so perhaps you'll be able to pick if you want to be a boy or a girl, or if they'll let us pick our pronouns. I'm not sure, but it seems like there'll be options as far as what you look like. I don't think you're going to be stuck as just this pigtailed Ditto. So then immediately when we see the world, it's very blocky. Some people are also calling this Pokecraft. It's reminding me a little bit more of like Fantasy Life looking at it, but I really like the style of it. And immediately we see we have Bulbasaur here, and we find out that the whole gameplay mechanic is, or it seems to be, that we're going to discover different Pokemon, and because of that, we're going to learn new ideas and skills based off of said Pokemon. So Bulbasaur's is that we can make grass, which I think is so cool. So it seems like it's going to be a decorating kind of crafting game, but also a little bit life simmy in a way. We also have Charmander here, and we are going to learn a new one from him as well. I'm not quite sure what he's going to teach us to do, but making fire of some kind. And I think what's interesting in this trailer is you do see a lot of different Pokemon. Like, I think a nice amount. I think it's so funny we can terraform with boxing gloves. So that lets us see that we're going to be able to shape the land a little bit, because what we're seeing here is definitely pretty, like, bland. There's not a lot going on, but maybe that's the point. They're showing us the blank canvas of what maybe we can do. I think it's really interesting to see terraforming. I'm not sure if we're going to be able to do it for the waterscaping as well, but I don't see why not. So we have our crafting bench. You can see we also have a little table that we're building over here. And in the back, this is what really got me. You can see there's actually farming in the game, and it seems like the different Pokemon will be able to aid you in the farming. So we have some tomatoes growing there, and maybe those are potatoes over in the corner. And lots more Pokemon jumping into the scene here. It seems like each of them have their own special ability. And this is what really interested me. This is what gives it the Animal Crossing-y comparison to me, because I do think oftentimes we compare every game to Animal Crossing when it's nothing like Animal Crossing. To me, this is what gets me a little bit. Yes, there is decorating and terraforming, but you can build little houses for the Pokemon. So to me, they're almost sort of acting like Animal Crossing villagers. So you can build different houses. You can see, oh, there we see actual waterscaping in the corner working on the waterfall. So that confirms my question there. And you can see there's flowers, lots more Pokemon running in here. They're all adorable. It looks like Charmander is making the fire for us. We can sleep outside on these little beds, but I know there's an interior showed. We also have, for some reason, Bulbasaur does not look comfy on this table as their bed, so maybe we can build... I don't know how many houses we can build. That's one of my main questions. How many Pokemon are in the game, and like, what is the size here of this world? But from what we're seeing in this first teaser, it seems like there's quite a bit. Panning up to the sky here, all dramatic and cute. We're seeing changes of the day. That was our first glimpse at the character looking different. So here you can see they have purple hair. There's also this adorable picnic basket that is absolutely adorable and so just, it's giving cottagecore. It's giving everything I want. And there's even, did you see the Pokemon cookies? Wait, there's even Pokeball cookies, which is obsessed. Also, this looks like Magikarp back here, and he is flopping around on the land. Does he need to go in the water? Is he okay? He's just flopping around. You can see even more different types of Pokemon in the back here. Like I said, I'm not the Pokemon expert, so forgive me. I'm not well versed in everyone's names, but I think maybe this game will help me learn a little bit better. And we're seeing some fun items here. Like, we're seeing this big wheel situation here. We're seeing maybe this is a bike next to the character. There's also more plants, it seems, back in the back corner. Like, we saw pink flowers, but now there's also blue flowers. Then this is really cool. We have a whole beach area, and I don't know what kind of ice cream or like Italian ice this is, but it looks amazing. And here, this is a completely different character. So I'm not sure if this is an option so you can customize yourself to look like this character, or if maybe this is someone else that we will interact with. Maybe we're not the only ditto human weirdo person. Who knows? And there is a house on the beach as well, which is cool. So I don't know if you can put the Pokemon's houses on the beach or if this is our house. Here you could see this is what looks to be our house. And then you can see we can actually do some interior decorating as well. In this shot, you have a little ladder situation and like a window going on here. We got some building blocks, the crafting bench, table. The bed is really, really cute as well. And the curtains. And then this shot is really interesting because now we see two ditto humans. So I wonder, is this an NPC in the game? Could we maybe expect to play co-op with our friends? I'm not sure. We've got tons of different types of flowers. I wonder if there will be flower breeding in this game. And also very beautiful waterfalls back here. And then let's keep going. We've got more Ditto, and it seems like we can change back and forth between Ditto and the human version. This is a nice wide shot of the area that we have. I wonder how big the world is that we have to deal with, but this seems like a really nice size area. We've got a few different things going on. We've got some farming plots in the top right, as well as some farming plots in the bottom right. Snorlax sleeping is probably my favorite in the middle of the road. We've got a building here. We also have some water down here, and we have some Pokemon hanging out in there, as well as some Pokemon interacting with each other back here. So it seems like they're going to interact with each other as well and kind of just, I don't know, hang out and do their thing. This is all looking absolutely insane. We can also see in the back a little bit of a tease of some other areas. So there's like a deserty area back here. There's a very like rocky area. We saw that a little bit in the beginning as well. If we go back, we can see there's not just the grassy area, but there's also this kind of rocky situation that's going on. And then as we just saw in the end, there's like a desert kind of thing. So I think this game looks absolutely crazy. This is kind of like my dream Pokemon game, I think. I've always wanted something like this where you can hang out. It seems like a more casual and chill vibe, which I really like. I do wonder if there will be combat in this game whatsoever, because I do really like the Pokemon battling systems. So I'm not sure if that will be lacking from this game or if we'll still get a taste of it in some way, shape, or form. Obviously, this is just our first preview, and I imagine seeing a lot more of this. They're saying available 2026. To me, this feels like a spring or summer type game, but I have no idea, just based off of the vibes. I think my main question with this game is going to be, how deep is this gonna be? Because Pokemon has made some other kind of cutesy, cozier games in the past, but a lot of them I think are very simple. Like if you look at Pokemon Cafe Remix, it's very adorable in its art style, but it's pretty simple of a game. As well as the game I just googled, Pokemon Yarn game, the Pokemon Friends game that came out a few months ago. I thought that seemed very cozy, and I do think that game is fun, but it is extremely simple. So I'm wondering and worried, is this going to be another cute but very simple game? Or could this be an open-ended, really cool, decorating, farming Pokemon game? So I want to hear your thoughts. Were you guys interested in this trailer when you saw it? If you're an Animal Crossing or Fantasy Life fan, did this speak to you? Did you see the similarities in the games? If you're a Pokemon fan, what do you think about this? If you're used to the traditional type of Pokemon games, I'm interested. Is this something that you're also into, or is this really far off from what you're personally interested in when you play a Pokemon game? I want to know your thoughts down below. My main takeaway is I'm intrigued and I can't wait to see more. Is this reason enough to get me to buy the Switch 2? We'll have to see. Thank you guys so much for watching this quick little video. Like I said, if you want to see my live reaction, and I also broke down the trailer live with my first thoughts in my Nintendo Direct reaction, I'll link it in the description. It's also in the live tab. Be sure to like the video on the way out, as well as leave me a comment letting me know your thoughts on this game. And if you're mildly interested in anything I had to say, I make tons of cozy gaming content here, and I would love if you consider subscribing, okay? And that's all I have to say. Thank you so much for watching. I hope to see you in the next one. Bye-bye.